Hello again. I am Montserrat Jimena Hernández Solano. I am a level 82.1 in the evening shift and I take my class on Saturdays from 2 to 7 p.m. This time I will finish the book An Enchanted April writing by Elizabeth von Arnim. The edition that I read has 79 pages divided into 11 chapters. This time I will summarize from chapter 7 of the book. Chapter 7 The Magic of San Salvatore. This chapter follows the complete race at the end of previous chapter. The invitation to San Salvatore for Mr. Millers by Miss Lottie and her insistence that Mr. Rose also invite her husband, Mr. Frederick. On the other hand, Lady Caroline and Mrs. Fisher are not excited about the arrival of Mr. Millers. Lady Caroline enjoys her time alone and Mrs. Fisher is negative to the arrival of more people. Meanwhile, Mrs. Rose prefers to prevent her husband from coming and feel his cool attitude. Chapter 8 Mr. Wilkins arrived. As the name implies, this chapter focuses on the arrival of Mr. Wilkins in San Salvatore. Miss Lottie and Lady Caroline have established closer ties, and it seems that Mr. Wilkins is interested in getting closer to Lady Caroline, learning that she comes from a wealthy family and a potential client. Also, Mrs. Constance tries to make the ladies pay, but no avail. Mrs. Fisher continues to present a bad temper even with a flirt. Chapter 9 A Telegram for Rose. In this chapter, Mr. Thomas Briggs returns to decide to go through San Salvatore to visit Mrs. Rose, who reminds him of a very special painting of the castle. Unfortunately, Mr. Rose is disappointed not to receive a response of her husband Frederick at the invitation to San Salvatore, which breaks her heart. Chapter 10 Another visitor in San Salvatore. Lady Caroline noticed that Mr. Thomas had fallen in love with her, so she decides to avoid it, surprisingly meeting a new guest, Mr. Ferdinand Arundel, a biographer and acquaintance of her family who decide to visit her. That July, Lady Caroline, who needs a way to remove Thomas from San Salvatore to protect her peace of mind, a new guest also arrives who gives Mr. Rose hopes. Finally, Mr. Frederick reciprocates her message. Chapter 11 Magic and Moonlight. Finally, the magic of San Salvatore returns happiness and love to its visitors. Mr. Ferdinand is Rose's husband, Frederick, and although his intention was to visit Lady Caroline, he met his wife Rose, and this revived their love, letting them know that they truly missed each other. Miss Lottie and Mr. Wilkins were happy. Lady Caroline decided to give Mr. Thomas a chance, and Mrs. Fisher was happy again and enjoying the little things in life until they all left San Salvatore when night came, full of hope and happiness. During this final stretch of the book, I really liked the story a lot. The author went to great lengths to describe the place the character visited, the seats they had, and what they feel. They focus more on Lady Caroline and her feeling of loneliness and quest to find herself. People don't really travel much, and they always stay in San Salvatore, but that doesn't take away from the dynamic part. Is not boring, and they also concentrate on describing how the characters feel and think so you can understand them more. When I finished reading the book, I became very fond of the four ladies. I understood them more when they told us how they feel about their lives before San Salvatore and how they were changing thanks to having more freedom. I think all the characters changed for the better. They all had, all had a happy ending, and although I consider that a little more drama is missing, I like it a lot. I would have liked the relationship between Mr. Thomas and Miss Rose to be explored more. From the beginning of the book, it gave me the impression that there was a certain attraction between them, and I would have liked that to develop more since I do not like the character of Mr. Frederick too much, and I think he was really inconsiderate with his wife, Missy Rose. I like the happy and hopeful ending that they proposed.